Yo, what's good boys? Welcome to another video, and this video is gonna be another weekly breakdown. Today is Saturday, so it's 2 days till market open. Let's dive straight into it. So if you saw, I don't know if you saw the last market breakdown. If you don't, go back and watch it. But basically what I was saying is that I was saying that from this high, gold is gonna reject and go higher, which is exactly what happened. And right now I'm expecting new all-time highs on gold, simply because, as I said, first thing always, boys, first thing always is a direction. First thing always is a trend, is bias. You need to know, right? So first thing, bias, trend, direction, you can call it whatever you want. It's the same thing. You don't want to go against it. You just don't want, okay? Daily H4 for bias, for direction, for trend, right? So as we know, and as you can see, gold is right now trending up. Why is gold trending up? Because we are creating series of higher lows and higher highs. Higher lows and higher highs, which is indicating us that we are trending bullish. Now, we got our major direction, which we know is bullish. What does that mean? I'm gonna be looking only to take a buys, not sells. If sells, it's gonna be super short term, right? The second thing, what I want to know and what I want to draw on my chart is key levels, right? Key levels are previous market structure highs, previous market structure lows, and some strong levels if you look in the past, if you look in the future. In this case, we cannot look in the future. We cannot look in the past, excuse me. Why? Because we are trending at all-time highs. So as a key levels, we are going to be using previous market structure levels. So in this case, is this one, right? Let's mark it out. Right here is this 4.5K on gold. Let's use this rectangle tool because, again, zone or key level or area of interest is not specific price. It is not 4.5K on gold. It is a zone, right? It is a whole zone. So let's mark it out as yellow. The zone can be 5 pips, the zone can be 50 pips, depends. In this case, this is the zone, so this is my key level. Let's drop on H4. On H4 looks the same. Another key level, which I'm going to be highlighting, is this, which is, in this case, it's our swing high. I'm going to mark it out black, and this is my swing low. I'm going to mark it out as well, right? So, swing high, swing low. Now, we got our key levels, we got our swing high, swing low, and we know our trend, right? Now, let's draw another key levels on the lower time frames for potential trade opportunities, right? So let's drop down on H1. And in this case on H1, I was having highlighted all the time this zone right here on this H1 time frame, because as you can see, for me, this was that left head, right shoulder formation, which I was talking about in the latest breakdown, that this is a reversal formation which potentially have a possibility to shift the market to the opposite direction, because at this case, whenever market was pulling back, it was trending bearish. Right now we are again trending bullish, we are trending with the main trend again. So how do I want to position myself on gold for the next week? I'm already in a trade, I'm going to be talking about in a few, but how do I want to position myself for gold for the next week? Let's draw another key level. And why am I drawing these key levels? If you look at this H1 time frame and you see this key level at this price for the past 4 days, price was respecting this level. So this is an internal level of structure for me. And in this case, I want to be trading this intraday, this internal intraday levels for potential trade opportunities, right? I'm already in a trade because I was executing on M30, and basically my trade is from here with a stop loss under this white zone, and TP is swing high, and it's about 6R. Does that mean price is gonna go there. Does that mean I'm gonna be closing the trade at 6R? No. But if you look at the daily and look at the major trend, how market is moving. Whenever market is going up, it's doing this. So whenever market is going up, it's doing this. So whenever we got higher low point formed, which in this case is this, which in this case is this, which is this, which is this, I'm expecting price to go and test the higher high point, at least. Either test it or break it. Whenever high low point is formed, I'm expecting price to test or break higher high point. Always. In uptrend, in downtrend is the opposite. So with gold, if you zoom in on the lower time frames, as I said, this was my trade, and based on H1, I still think price can test this level again. This is also left head, right shoulders on this H1 time frame, and what I can see is that based on H1 flipping bullish, based on M30 flipping bullish. Why? Because we are breaking levels of resistance, we are creating a higher low points. So this is an indication for me price can potentially form this higher low point on this daily time frame, which is this, and continue with this daily major move to the upside, right? So what I'm going to be waiting for the gold next week, retest, rejection of this previous left right shoulder, and go higher. So this is going to be, this first level is going to be my first TP. I'm not going to be closing the trade right here. I'm saying right now, I'm not going to be closing the trade right here based on higher time frames. But this is a good break-even point, let's say. If price is going to do something like this, it's a good break-even point, because from this, let's say price is going to do something like this. I don't want to be in the trade. I think it's going to go lower. So yeah, that's with gold. As it is right now, buys from here. Potentially, if price is going to do something like this, and we're going to break this level, same thing. This stop loss is going to go break even, and I'm going to enter right here with a stop loss under the latest structure point, depends where it's going to be, I don't know, with the same target. Why am I targeting this all the time? Based on H4, based on daily, right? So yeah, that's with gold. Gold is pretty much bullish. I gave you complete breakdown on gold right now. So hey, do whatever you want with it. But for me, gold is bullish, right? First buying opportunity, based on retest of this zone, I'm already in. Let's see how the H1 will react to it. But to me, it looks super nice to either continue or give us one more retest and go higher. So I really love gold right now, how it's looking, and I think we can hit this swing high. And if I can manage to scale in 1 or 2 times, I think this could be the biggest trade of my life. So let's see. That's with gold. Now let's jump on silver. I'm gonna remove drawing for you guys. So let's start out on a daily as well. And as you know, the first thing is direction, right? So on silver as well, we are bullish, right? This is the swing low, this is the swing high. All this was just a push. Right now it's a pullback. Why I'm not counting this level as a structure point? Simple, based on 38.2% on my Fibonacci, because price needs to pull back at least 38.2% on the Fibonacci retracement for it to be counted as a new higher low point, as a new structure point. If price doesn't pull back at least 38.20 and price pulls back, let's say 30%, slightly, not 38.20, but let's say 30%, it's not counted as a higher low point. It's not counted as a structure point, so it's just a push, right? It's just a noise. So for me, this is swing low, this is swing high, and we right now pulled back 6.8%, which make this point as a potential valid higher low point. So how am I gonna be trading silver right now? What I also like, we grab liquidity under these levels. So that's a first confirmation for me that, hey, this could be a potential buying opportunity. If I look at the moving averages, we broke 50 SMA, which is a longer term pullback support, 20 is a shorter term pullback support, which we broke, but it's still fine. We broke that 50, but we broke back above. So for me, it's not broken yet, but I'm not paying that much attention to the moving averages, right? But so we know our direction is still bullish. Let's jump on lower time frames. Now, I'm gonna highlight this zone right here as my key level. Why? Based on looking at the past and based on looking at the present market structure, price still reacting from this zone pretty heavily. So I think this zone is gonna hold us. So with silver, what I think as well, I'm gonna highlight this zone as a potential key level, because on H4, keep in mind, on H4 right now, we are more bearish than bullish, because we broke structure right here, and right now we broke structure as well. So this is a lower low point. So on a normal structure and normal market behavior, I would expecting some type of a lower high point for potential sells. But based on where we at the daily time frame, I think we are gonna go bullish. So, and if you see from the top, silver already dropped like 50%, 45%, it's fucking nuts. So that's H4, and if I look H1 is bearish as well, but if we can break above this structure point right here, H1 becomes bullish. And since daily is bullish, after H1 is gonna become bullish as well, I'm gonna be looking to take a buys. So if I'm looking at this price action right now, what I think it might happen, price is gonna go higher, price is gonna go lower to potential these levels or this yellow zone and go higher from here. So I don't want to be selling silver, I want to be buying silver, buys above this, or if price reject this and go down here to potential these support levels or these support levels, if price comes here, it's going to be again left head, right shoulders to the upside. So what I'm going to be looking for, let's highlight this zone right here as white, and let's drop down on M15. What I'm going to be looking for on silver is that price is going to be pushing, and let's say price is going to stop here. And price is going to decide that we are going to form that left head, right shoulder, or we are going to just go down. So price is going to do something like this. Now, I'm going to be really paying attention for price whenever we are at this level, and I'm going to be looking at structure shift on this M30, on this M15 time frame, because as you can see, it's going to be bullish right now. But if I can see based on daily and based on H1 how we are looking, because if you look at H1, that could be potential right shoulder to the upside. If you look at the daily, that could be that potential high low point to continue this bullish trend, right? I'm gonna be looking for price to give me some type of a structure shift on this M15 time frame, and if this is gonna happen, that's gonna confirm me that hey, we are ready to go higher, because we just formed the potential left head, right shoulder on H1, and we broke structure on M15. Because keep in mind, before we break structure on the higher time frames, let's say on H1, before we break this one, we first need to break structure on M30, M15, M5, M1. But for me, lowest time frame, I'm using M15. So before we break the higher time frame structure, we first need to break the lower time frame structure. So if price is going to do something like this, and we can actually break that M15 structure, I'm going to be positioning myself on this M15 structure. Stop loss under this zone, a little bit more room to breathe if prices can do some liquidity grabs, whatever. And TP1, which is this H4 high, TP2 potential swing high. But that's like not for this week, obviously, but long picture on silver. So yeah, remember, before price is gonna break structure on a higher time frames, price needs to break structure on lower time frame first. So that's it, silver. If silver is just gonna continue trending bullish and we can break this one, I'm gonna be playing this simple break and retest stop loss under a structure level and TP1, potentially higher. So silver is bullish as well. Buying zone number 1, buying zone number 2. This zone I need to pay more attention on the lower time frames, right? So that is with silver. And yeah, let's jump on Nasdaq. So on Nasdaq, let me start on a daily time frame. On Nasdaq, to be honest, it's kind of 50-50 in my opinion. Like, latest breakdown, what I was analyzing, I was saying price was when price was trending. Price was trending, I believe. Yeah, price was trending like right here. I was analyzing that based on weekly time frame, we are gonna see the weekly pullback, right? Because if you look at a weekly, this is basically one doji, second doji, huge rejection to the upside, and I was like, cool, we are gonna pull back to the downside. So yeah, price was trending right here, and I took a loss because I placed my sell limit here, stop loss under these lows, and I was targeting these lows right here. Took a loss on this slightly, but yeah, price exactly did what I said, but I wasn't able to position myself again, which just it is what it is. And yeah, so for now, what I'm seeing on Nasdaq, it's to be honest, it's 50-50. Like, if you look at this bigger picture, we are in a range, right? We are in a range, and the range is already what, 4 months, and right now we respected this bottom of this range. So why am I drawing the zone like this and not down here? Because as you can see, price respected it here, act as support here. Price broke under, but then broke above. So this is a fake out. So the true level, the true zone for me is here. So this is the key level number 1. Keep in mind, we are still bullish on the higher time frames, but we are ranging at the moment. So it's 50-50. With Nasdaq, it's 50-50. At the current moment, I think Nasdaq is more bearish than bullish. But it's 50-50. So with Nasdaq, I'm gonna be staying away probably. So crucial zone for me on Nasdaq is gonna be this one, because this is a mid of range zone, and as you can see, this is a really strong level from the past and even from the present. So first thing, what we know that we rejected and respected the bottom of the range, of this huge range. Second thing, what we know is that we are still bullish on higher time frames, right? But on H4, we just broke this structure. So we are bearish on H4. So as I said, that's why it's 50-50. But what I'm going to be looking at on Nasdaq is that sales opportunities, I don't know yet. If price, I'm going to tell you, if price is going to do something like this, I'm going to be looking to take a sell. But if I'm not able to see lower time frame structure shift on this M30 time frame, which will look something like this, high low point needs to be formed and then needs to be broken, I'm not looking to take a trade on Nasdaq at all. But if I'm looking at it right now, I'm gonna be probably interested or something like this, because this current momentum, this like past day momentum is bullish, right? So what I'm gonna be probably interested on Nasdaq is gonna be something like this. And if we can form higher low point and break above this huge white zone, which I have drawn from the past and from the present, and then retest it, I believe we can go higher. I literally believe we can continue higher. So on Nasdaq, sells possibility based on lower time frame structure shift, M30, M15. Buying opportunity, buying possibility could be higher low point formed. And right now we need to see either we break, so buys, either we retest, sells, depends. This yellow zone is crucial, depends how price react to it. So price can do something like this. If price is gonna break above this white zone, I'm buying and targeting the range high. If price is gonna reject this yellow zone and break it, I'm gonna target sells, and I'm gonna target the range lows. So that's with Nasdaq. As I said, it's 50-50 at the current moment. Yeah, it's just 50-50, boys. Like I said more sells, but if I'm looking at it right now again, it's like 60% bullish, 40% bearish. So that's with Nasdaq. We need to pay attention to this zone. That is it. Now let's jump on EU, and on EU it's basically like we were ranging whole week, but yeah, right now on EU, as we know, what do we know? Swing low, swing high, right? So we are what? We are bullish. Direction is bullish. Second thing, key levels. If you look, this, I was mentioning this in latest breakdown. This is the range that we were trading in 6 months. 6 months. Right now we broke out of, and as you can see, we are forming a little range, which could be a potential what? A higher low point. Also, we are testing this high of the range, so we can possibly see a huge bullish moves from this point. So if we can stay above this range highs, above this range highs basically, I'm gonna be looking to take a buy. So at this current stage, price is ranging. But if we can break structure point on the lower time frames, which in this case is this high right here on H4, is this high right here, we are gonna fly. Like we are gonna fucking fly. I'm telling you right now. We got a little bit of an indication when price took these lows right here and broke above this little high point. It's still inside this range, right? For me to be able to like say finally like, hey, we are fucking bullish, we are gonna go and gonna fly, I need to see break above this. If price is gonna do something, let's say like this, and actually is gonna break this high, I'm targeting swing high. Like I'm bullish on EU, and I think we are gonna fly. And I'm not gonna be looking on any type of sells unless we can do, let's say, something like this. If we do, let's say, retest of here and clear break under this yellow zone, I'm gonna be looking to test this zone and go lower. But other than that, I'm bullish on EU. I'm waiting if we can break this, let's say 1.18350, we are gonna fly. So I'm gonna be waiting for, because that's gonna be a really high probability setup based on daily, how we looking, based on weekly, how we looking, and yeah, basically based on every time frame. So the next week looking fucking solid, boys. If we can literally continue bullish on everything, on like gold, silver, and break levels of structure on EU, break levels of structure on GU. I'm in this swing trade on GU, which I'm gonna be breaking down soon. But I think the next week could be amazing. The next week could be amazing. So yeah, with GU, same thing. If you look at this daily time frame, and if you look at, I draw the trend line from point A to point B to point C. We came to this trend line, we respected this trend line, and we respected on a weekly this left head, right shoulder. We broke it. We right now respected it, retesting it. So I think we are gonna see a massive move to the upside on the pound dollar. So I'm already in this swing trade. As I said, this is a huge swing trade, and I'm gonna be looking to scaling in. And whenever price again is gonna break structure on the lower time frame. So at this current point, this is the structure point. We kind of break it, but what I want to see is some type of a higher low point formed, and then some type of a break of structure, break of resistance. So it will look something like this. Also this level right here. And let's say we form something like this. At this point I will be like, cool, this is a green line for me. Structures are broken on every single time frame, because right now, keep in mind, price is still trending bearish. The volume is still bearish pretty much. So the structure needs to be flipped first. Okay, cool. Daily is bullish. H4 is bullish still, because this is a swing low, this is a swing high. But H1 momentum is clearly bearish still. That's why I need to see some type of a resistance break, some type of a structure shift on the lower time frames. So current stage for GU as well. Possibly retest of this yellow zone as well, which is gonna form this weekly wick, right? Weekly low. It's gonna form this weekly low because every week's got lows and highs, so it's gonna form some weekly wick. Then we can see and we can aim for some type of a transition on the structure on the lower time frames. Let's say price is gonna do something like this. So we are gonna be looking for structure shift on M15 and we can take price higher. And ultimately, if we can break this white zone, that's a green light, that's a structure shift on H1, that's a structure shift on M30, and we can aim for the new highs, we can aim for the swing highs, and based on a weekly, based on this left head right shoulder, based on everything, as you can see, price is clearly trending up, we can reach even here, right? So that's just like a long-term thing. Maybe it's gonna happen, maybe not, but based on price, how we're looking right now, still think we are gonna continue to be bullish. Just need to wait. But for the next week, as I said, it's looking fucking awesome. So yeah, let's make money, boys. Let's make money. I hope you guys like this type of breakdowns. Let me know in the comments. This was really detailed breakdown. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's fucking crash it. See you guys in the next one.